fired. You won't believe who just lost their job. Liberals are in a blind panic. Be honest, have you ever heard a Republican leader or someone in the party who was not just your everyday American on the street, but someone with authority, basically say that liberals who were stabbed to death by Islamic terrorists deserved what they got? In all the years that I have been around, I really have never heard such a thing from a Republican. Why is that? For starters, many Republicans are people of faith, and that type of thought is anathema to religious folk. Not to mention, it's just plain ignorant and, quite honestly, moronic. We have been witness, just this year alone, to the calling for the assassination of a sitting president, by empty-headed, idiot liberal celebrities, close to a dozen times already. If that's not shocking enough, leftists in the fake news industrial complex have been amazingly culpable as well, making exasperating statements about people who have merely voted their conscience, saying that now, they'll get what they deserve. From Keith Olbermann making kooky underground resistance videos for GQ magazine to Chris Cuomo saying that the most dangerous person in this country today is a grandmother who voted Republican, waving a flag for her country, or domestic right-wing terrorist. CBS has a long history of being anti-Republican, and they have paid mightily in their rating strength over the years. That hasn't stopped them, however, from employing a host of people who have enjoyed the latest news about 59 dead in Las Vegas, in fact, reveling in such grisly details. CBS legal executive Haley Jeffman Gold decided to post on social media that, as far as she was concerned, these right-wingers in the tragic shooting at the Country Music Festival got what they deserved. The Daily Caller. A top legal executive at CBS, Haley Jeffman Gold, said she is not even sympathetic for the victims of the shooting at the Country Music Festival at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas Sunday night. If they wouldn't do anything when children were murdered, I have no hope that Repugs will ever do the right thing, wrote Jeffman Gold on Facebook, perhaps referring to Sandy Hook. I'm actually not even sympathetic. BC country music fans often are Republican gun-toters. Later Monday, CBS announced that Jeffman Gold had been fired. Stephen Paddock of Mesquite, Nevada opened fire on a crowd of 22,000 country music concert-goers from the 32nd floor of Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas late Sunday night. More than 50 people are dead, and 400 others were left injured after the shooting spree finally ended when the shooter turned the gun on himself. The gunfire began during a performance by the singer Jason Aldean, the closing act of the Route 91 Harvest Festival, according to Gail Davis, who was in the audience of more than 22,000, reports the New York Times. CBS has a history of hostility towards Republicans. Shortly after the attack on the GOP congressional baseball team gravely injuring Louisiana Representative Steve Scalise in June, former CBS anchor Scott Pelley questioned whether the shooting was foreseeable, predictable and to some degree, self-inflicted. The original thread was deleted, but not by Jeffman Gold. Although she was fired, there is a good possibility, as far as I'm concerned, that she will be congratulated on her brave stance and shipped off to an undisclosed location where they will reward her with a higher-paying job, behind closed doors, and instruct her to lie low for a while. When people like this open their mouths, while simultaneously spouting off at us how we need to be tolerant and sensitive to someone's pain, it is the height of hypocrisy. It is, after all, what leftists do best. As well, Jeffman Gold's claim that nothing was done for the children at Sandy Hook is such a deflection from the truth as to nearly be disingenuous. Right-wing legislators pushed for the addition of armed guards at schools the nation over and, as expected, this was defeated by liberals. We have armed guards in government buildings, at airports, surrounding celebrities, governors, and state legislators. Heck, we even have armed guards in some post offices. It is amazing to me then, when you really think about it, that the one place in all the country where armed guards are not used, is the one place in which we hurt our precious children daily. Kudos for this very liberal, but obviously not very bright, legal consultant to be so massively dishonestly ignorant of that fact.